Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. MAGFAST 2023. Guys, that last run, we crushed our goal. We hit over 5,000. And it's not over yet. We're going to strive for even more. Hopefully, we'll get 10,000 before the whole show is over. With that being said, we got a few donations we're going to go ahead and read off. Space Coast Gaming donated $20. Round 2, here we go. Umbrellas and Crystals calling Johnny's name. Jake Rock donated $21.27. Let's Johnny go. GL on the run. And remember, don't bobble on an empty stomach. And we also got a $69 anonymous donation. Good luck, Mr. Go. May this run not be dead. In honor of Wild Stallions. 69 dudes. Without further ado, we got Bubble Bobble Part 2. Johnny Go!
What's up, y'all? And this is
Brian. Hi.
I'll let you give your own name because I don't know what you go by anymore.
Yeah.
So this is Bubble Bobble Part 2. Time's going to be when I hit start on this screen. I'll count us in. 3, 2, 1, Johnny Go. So this is the first level of the game. We're going to bounce on some bubbles to get a shoe, because that's how you get shoes.
This game makes perfect sense. Everything about it.
We can go real in-depth into counters in just a sec, but every time you bounce on a bubble, there's a shoe counter, and it goes up by 1, 2, or 3. Once it gets to 10, you get a shoe. And shoes are important because they make you move faster, which is good for a speed run, and they also increase the umbrella counter, which lets us skip 3 levels, which is also very useful in a speed run. So we can only get 1 item per stage. So we get the shoe here, we'll collect the umbrella on level 3, and then we will skip to level 6.
And you're avoiding food, correct?
And I'm sort of avoiding food.
Yeah.
Levels end once all of the items are despawned, and that includes food. Oh, good, we got fast pattern there. So generally, you will want to collect food or wait for it to despawn and hopefully kill enemies in a way to make them, like, the food despawn sooner once everything's dead. Every 10 food we collect, we will get a heart, which is generally bad because, oh no, because that means we are not getting a shoe or an umbrella or something useful. But there's a couple times we'll spawn hearts just for fun. Mostly on 19 we'll spawn a heart because it makes 21 or 22 faster. And then we'll spawn one later just to clear out our food counter. This is the first boss. We have to hit him some number of times. I don't actually know. He has a lot of HP. The amount you charge these bubbles does a different amount of HP. But that's the first boss, super easy. This will be the first level we see a crystal. Crystals are complicated. They spawn, well, so their counter increases by 1 every frame, or every 250 frames. And once their counter hits 16, a crystal will spawn. And we don't collect the crystals, but they're very useful to have spawn, because once we despawn 7 crystals, we get a star rod. Because this game is wild.
It's all about counting.
Yeah, if you can count to 5, you can speedrun this game. But the star rod will let us skip up to a major boss, which we will use to skip all of the end game, because otherwise we have to play like 18 of the worst levels in this game.
Jake, you got to stop trying to convert people to your new religion.
So that's a candy. Oh no, we won't be collecting it because it makes us shoot bubbles. Oh no, that's not good. It makes us shoot bubbles further, which is in Bubble Bobble 1, that's super useful. In Bubble Bobble 2, it's actual garbage because we can only have 1 bubble being shot at a time.
Now wait, this is Bubble Bobble Part 2.
Oh yeah, this is Bubble Bobble Part 2, the confusingly 4th game in the series, following Bubble Bobble, Rainbow Islands, Bubble Bobble 2, Parasol Stars, then Bubble Bobble Part 2, then is Bubble Bobble Symphony, or Bubble Symphony, Bubble Bobble 2, and then, was it Bubble Memories, the story of Bubble Bobble Part 3? It's a pretty great naming convention.
Checking off actual garbage on his bingo card.
I almost died there too, that would have been real bad. Anyway, the 4th game in the series is named 2. That was the moral of that story.
Yeah.
So we're going to bounce here for a shoe, and then collect as much food as we can to end the level a bit faster. And then on this level, we're going to collect all the food to spawn a heart. And we're going to wait until that spawns.
Very good.
And now our first real boss has fancy boss music and everything.
No IP infringement here at all.
There's a legally distinct entity from a xenomorph. So we get the power up at the start of this, which lets us shoot lightning bubbles, and then we pop the lightning bubbles to damage the boss. This is our first mini game. It's volleyball. Ideally, you get a 0-0 score here because it's the only way you don't lose time. Getting a 0-0 score here is impossible because A, I'm bad at this mini game, and B,
Barcelona is a very good NPC.
Well, also, Barcelona's kind of trash at this minigame, too. See? He just scored on himself for no reason. That's a 3-second time loss. Generally, I would say under 4 scores is a pretty good score on this minigame.
But it's all time-based, like, or you have to wait for the timer to run out, period.
Yeah, the timer has to end before this minigame will end.
And it pauses every time someone scores.
Yeah, so timer stops for 3-ish seconds. Also, ideally, this minigame will end in a draw or a loss for the player, because if you win, you get lives, and lives are actually sort of bad. Because the more lives you have, the faster Sawbones will spawn. And Sawbones just kills you. You can't kill him, and he will kill you. Also, enemies pop out of bubbles faster and stuff, so it's just annoying. So you'll see me die intentionally quite a lot later in the run. I died a lot on accident early, though, so I won't have to die a lot for a bit. We spawn this candy here. We won't collect it, but... Oh yeah, candy spawns every time you shoot 50 bubbles, so you will always be spawning some number of candies in a run. So we try and route them in at specific spots on levels that are fast either way. So this is a new strat we came up with, and that's why we get the heart, because it makes this level just significantly faster. It's like 15 seconds faster than it would be otherwise. And this is somewhat a new strat. We just got a little bit screwed by RNG there because the lightning bolt spawned at the top of the screen. Nah, dang it. This is one of the worst levels for RNG in the game, which is somewhat nice because it's somewhat early, but...
Somewhat early? Are we halfway through the run?
I mean, it's like 20. So we need a little bit of food at this point in the game. We don't need a lot, but we want somewhere between 7 and 9 by the time we get to 50 or 48. So the pencil will give you a continue, which we won't be using in a speedrun, hopefully. Those will spawn every 21 completed levels, so you are kind of out of luck. You'll see those twice, I think, in the speedrun. But that's unavoidable. You also see me going to the bottom left for every screen here because you will spawn. Well, the game moves you to the bottom left after every level. Oh no. So it's just faster to be down there, so you don't have to wait for the game to move you. And we're going to try and bounce a couple more times here just so we guaranteed a shoe on the next level.
Close enough.
Yeah, we should be good. We aren't good. So normally it would spawn right there. Oh no. Well, that's unfortunate. That was actually pretty lucky though. I'm going to get those. So we're going to wait for this food to despawn. If we'd done this level correctly, the food would basically be despawning when we're done killing everything. We'd collect like the last 2, but... It's another mini-boss. Kind of sucks. I don't like this mini-boss. Jake's really good at it. He's in chat. You can say hi to him. I kind of suck at it. See, I just died. I'm going to die again. Uh-oh. Alright, what are we going to do?
Yes, everyone hi Jake in chat.
And we're just going to mash here to get some bubble on the counter so that I definitely get a candy on the next level. Being at 2 lives here is real sketchy. I'm not a big fan of this. Oh god, I thought I was going to die again. That guy can sometimes turn around early, which is real annoying. Normally I would die there though, but I only have 2 lives, so we're not gonna. This is another umbrella level. If I do this right, it won't be scary. And then this level is a level where we just gotta have faith that I've played the game well, which I did not. But I played it so poorly that this crystal spawned before I got up here. Normally you try to get into this level over here and kill these enemies before the crystal spawns, because as you can see, this is really slow waiting here. But now we're going to bounce for a shoe. So these trash cans you see here, I think this is the last level you see one on. But if you touch them, a whole bunch of enemies will spawn, which is not good because then you have to kill them all. So these fans are sort of an interesting mechanic. You can like run on them, but they also are really finicky. So I try to avoid touching them when I can, which you can mostly avoid on this level, but not all levels.
Hey, Kitty Mage, thanks for the raid. Welcome in. We're playing Bubble Bobble Part 2. This is JohnnyGo on stage. Definitely go to exclamation donate because we're
Oh my god, that's so much food. That could be bad.
donating money for Child's Play. There we go. Thank you.
I wasn't counting food. I probably should have been.
This game's not about counting. It's fine. Or it's the only thing. With this
Food's
game.
the one thing you should be counting. Yeah, we'll yellow it. We'll see what happens. We're just going to float up here and get this umbrella.
Avoid the car shoes.
Avoid the cars. This is our second real boss. This boss is dumb, and you will barely see it. It won't do a single thing.
It's a good thing it's not a terrifying boss either.
So the other thing about bosses is you see how we collected the food in the game, or the stage immediately ended? If you collect the food after a boss fight in the first top quarter of the screen, the game or the level will immediately end. If it falls lower than that, you lose 7 seconds. This minigame also sucks,
Yeah,
but
Barcelona
for
does not help.
a different reason than volleyball. Because Barcelona does not try to win that game, he just tries to waste your time, which is unfortunate in a speedrun.
Oh, wow. 100,000 points.
Yeah, you get 3 lives for winning that. I'm so low on lives, it's not a big deal.
We just got a $2 donation from Johnny the Paperboy. Didn't ask for a dime, $2. Thank you so
Johnny.
much.
$2.
One of my favorite movies, Better Off Dead. If you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. We wait a little bit to spawn the shoe there just to build up some crystal counter and to wait for food to despawn. Okay, we didn't get a heart, so that's good. So we're just going to spawn a candy here while we wait for the food to despawn, and then float up here. And we'll just stay in this nice bloated sprite. You can ignore this food. When you kill 2 enemies simultaneously, and the game's definition of simultaneously is questionable at best, food will fall from the sky like that. And that food actually doesn't count towards your food counter. It just gives you points, and it doesn't even give you that many points, so it's pretty useless. It just wastes time. This level, if it goes right, everything will die immediately. If it goes wrong, you'll see me popping bubbles for no reason. Alright, everything died, we're good. There's sometimes the enemies can just get in a pattern where those star bubbles will not hit them. And you can waste a lot of time here. Another reason we route this game the way we do is because 45, that level we just skipped, is miserable. So getting an umbrella there is real good. Alright, now I will start dying. There we go, there's our heart. Now we will lose our heart. And we will die again. So we just do that to keep our life counter low. That should be fine. Yep, okay. So that's basically as good as that level can go.
That was good.
My PB doesn't have a level that looks anywhere near that good.
That's right. You heard it here first. We're in for a world record.
Nah, there's no way. But
yeah.
This run actually, based on how practice was going, has not been unfortunately bad. And we'll just die a couple more times here. Oh, I didn't kill that guy. Oh, no.
Oh.
So the star bubble normally kills that guy. See, this is what Bubble Bobble does to you. It gets your confidence up, and then just rips the carpet out from underneath you. Normally I'd collect all this food. I'm going to try and only collect 2 because I collected extra food on that last level.
Miserable but cute seems to be Johnny's favorite type of game.
You aren't wrong. So this is another level we're going to wait for a crystal. Usually it spawns pretty early in the level. That's a little unfortunate it was so late, but it should still despawn before all the food, so it won't be a huge issue. Yeah. This is another level where we're kind of just going to wait at a certain point, and it's going to look weird, like something you wouldn't want to do in a speedrun. But it's fine. Assuming I can actually kill some stuff. So now we're going to wait for a bit, and then we're going to spawn a candy here. And the reason we wait is because we need another crystal, and the crystal counter will build up until that item despawns. And since we need to wait for the food to despawn anyway, it's just a good way of building up the crystal counter.
This little lion bat is absolutely the best sprite in this game.
That level also went really well. It doesn't normally go that well. And then this level, while not particularly difficult, one of the reasons we spawn an umbrella here is because it's super slow. So then we don't have to play it.
Yeah, manticore. That was the word I couldn't think of.
What'd you say, balloon lion?
I said lion bat.
Lion bat. Nice. So normally we don't have all 3 of those guys down there, but this is going to be interesting. So we have to wait for a crystal on this level too, which is kind of why we wasted time earlier. There we go, there's a crystal. So that actually went super good also. And we're just going to try and get over to the left side of the screen here before the crystal despawns and the food despawns.
It's perfect.
Yep.
Man, this music is drilling into my brain.
What, you don't love super repetitive loops? Oh god, the missile is going to be a problem. That's fine. So we should have 6 crystals if everything has gone right at this point, which means we now will spawn the 7th crystal that we need on level 61. This is our 3rd boss. This is the only even somewhat difficult boss in the game, and he's really not even that difficult. Although we can make it look hard by almost getting hit. You just pop these star bubbles to do damage. He has like 50 HP, changes forms halfway through. It's also the hardest boss in the game to get the fast exit for, because you got to count the number of bubbles and hope that you've hit him the correct number of times, and then kind of float to the top of the screen. And floating is not the easiest thing in the world. But like everything, this whole game is about counting, so that's our 4th bubble. So we're going to count to 10 or 11, and then we're gonna kill him and try and float up to the top of the screen and get our food here. Yep. And again, we kind of take this a little slow because we need the crystal to spawn on the next level. Yeah, sweet. And we got it.
Well
there you go.
Done.
Here, you can play this minigame. Okay. This minigame, unlike volleyball, doesn't matter if you win or lose. Timer doesn't stop when points are scored, so it's impossible to win because this game Barcelona's actually good at and tries to win.
It's clown basketball.
Clown basketball. Brian's tall, so he's good at this game.
That's why I save so much time on it.
Just make sure you're at the far left of the screen when the timer runs out. Save like the 1 second on the next level. Yeah, Mimas gets it. Here, friend, do the pointless task.
I'm good at pointless tasks.
I will donate $10 if you can get a single point.
Ah, damn. Barcelona, come on, $10 is on the line.
I'll probably donate $10 anyway, so don't feel too bad. After nearly a decade, I still don't know how to pronounce your handle. That's true, I don't. Oh no. Doesn't matter. That was slow, but... And if everything has gone right, this will be a star rod, and now we will skip to level 79. And now we are at the second to final boss, the Super Drunk. It's probably here this weekend, would be my guess. So what we're doing is we're shooting bubbles on the wall, and you can jump off the popping animation for the lightning being shot. So we kill him super, super fast. And time is coming up when clear shows up after this fight. And so now what we're doing is death strats to manipulate their positions. So this blue one will be up here and die, and then this red one will immediately start taking damage when it changes its form here. Otherwise, you have to run around this whole course, and it's a pain in the butt. And now we're going to bounce, because the level will end faster if you do, and time will be in like 1 second. Time. That's Bubble Bobble 2, Part 2, the 4th game. The fact that we stayed on the item route for that whole run is actually a miracle. So, there you go.
What was the time on that anyway?
I have no idea. It's pretty good, probably. Probably sub 25 for sure. But
yeah, thanks everyone for coming by and watching this amazing game.
Keep donating to charity. You can watch these super short credits because they take 15 seconds. 23-22. There you go. There's a super good run.
Yeah.
That's the best run I've had since I started practicing it. So.
Once again, give it up for JohnnyGo.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Alrighty, MAGFAST. Please stick around. Don't go anywhere. We got more games lined up.